Cant.
Y'all know what time it is, man. It's DJ Original in this piece. What's going
And
on?
we have an exciting topic for you guys today. We're not just gonna jump right into it, but you know, you've had a good week thus far.
I have had a good week. It's been back to work for me. Shout out to the kids. They back in school or they back at home. But it's been well. It's all good. We're gonna get this paycheck. We're gonna teach these kids, and we're gonna move on.
That's what's up. I mean, as for me, I've had a good week. You know, just doing a couple of things here and there. But outside of that, so throughout this week, you know, I was watching my boy's story. I think we had some time. I think we caught each other. What was that, on the weekend? I believe it was. But outside of that, LaRon was just making some posts for the Free Game podcast, and I believe he had an inspirational quote that he had said, and I'm assuming, you know, he felt some type of way, but I'm gonna let him speak on it as it relates to going into our topic today.
I think the Free Game podcast is here to not only teach and try to grow, we're here to spread love at the same time. So before we get into this, let's first shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the women, because I have a mom, I have sisters, and everybody know the people that rock for you the hardest are the ladies.
Yeah, for sure.
So with that being said, you know, he's got his mixers, woman appreciation.
You know what I'm
He's giving you a week. He's giving you events. He's giving you shirts. So I don't want to hear that today. Today we're here to talk about a mentality.
Okay.
Okay? And that mentality is this hoochie mama attitude, but yet you still want a quality caliber man.
But let's get, so what inspired you, or
What inspired it?
What inspired the topic?
So again, guys, you guys all know that we like to, you know, hold ourselves accountable. We like to read. We like to study. And I've been studying a lot, man. I've been doing a lot of podcasts, and I've been reading a new book, the book that I showed you in the last episode. And so I'm paying attention to people's behavior.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a lot of posts on Instagram, and not just the ladies.
Yeah.
The only reason it turned into the ladies is because they wanted to jump into my DMs telling me how, you know, basically I wouldn't, you know how that is.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the point came by people send out this energy.
Yeah.
They put out this energy, and yet they expect to get a different energy back.
And I would I would go there with you and let you know, like, obviously we're going to talk about it through personal, but this is a broad conversation, right? So, you know, we're not saying that we're the perfect men to have this discussion. It's just our free game about this topic. That's all that there is. So we don't need anybody posting judgment, nobody looking at us as if like, who are y'all to talk about? We are men. So we're going to discuss what we believe may be the free game regarding this topic alone. So before we start, I do want to ask you, so the topic that is plain and clear is bad women who want good men.
Bad women who want good men.
Almost sound like a book.
Yeah.
Almost sound like a book.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna author this thing. Listen.
So the first question I got when I posted this is, what necessarily makes a bad woman? And not to use a derogatory term as bad or just being bad, because bad could mean a lot of things. Obviously, the slang term of bad looking good, whatever. But if we're not going to use, or just staying on topic, what makes a bad woman, or a woman that is unfit for a good man?
I first must say this, and I have to say this to remain politically correct, to not lose some friends and family in here. Yeah, we got to get on here and see what people are saying. But listen, we first need a rubric, Calvin.
All right.
Like, I feel everybody different.
Yeah.
But we have to have a rubric. We have to have some type of grading scale.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to me in terms of grading what a bad woman is.
Okay.
Okay. I'm talking about actions. I'm talking about habits. I'm talking about energy.
Okay.
So I don't want to sit here and poke at one bad habit or one bad characteristic in a woman. But what I'm saying is today we're speaking on some of these habits that you guys have and that you guys put out into the earth.
Okay.
And then you expect to get a man.
We're going to talk about it.
I'm really trying to be really, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to go all the way in.
We have to be authentic.
But listen.
We have to be authentic because there are some women that contacted me and thought that this would be very informative.
And it's
So
true. Okay.
so I do want to be authentic. I do want to be cutthroat because clearly there are women that value our opinion in terms of how we would perceive a woman. So obviously I do want you to be real, and I'm gonna be real myself, but also know that obviously we are talking to women that may really be watching this to just get a perspective on what we may think is, I wouldn't touch that, I wouldn't deal with that. And again, not us being the perfect man, but we are good in the stable for the most part. But it might be informative to them.
So here's what I'll say then, because I do want to try to stay on the question. I don't want to focus on what makes a woman bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather focus on her habits, because we all know we can have a shorty that does everything wrong, and we'll still talk to her, we'll still stay there. So again, it ain't about if she's bad or not. It's not about. It's really more about what your goal is and what her goal is. And if we look at Instagram, let's start getting real. Mm-hmm. Y'all want a man. Y'all want a man. And if you don't want a man, then I understand. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the people out here that clearly are begging for a man. Every post is, they ain't this, they ain't that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it tends to be baby mamas. I don't want to go there too, but that's another lane.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to prove, guys, without being too funny, is you guys have got to take self-accountability for your own actions. Because as I'm watching these posts, I wouldn't want to date somebody that all they have to say is negativity.
Yeah.
And here's what they say. When I become your girlfriend, I'll change. When I become your girlfriend, I'll change. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is you got to change before you get a man. Mm-hmm. You got to be that woman that man's going to want. Let's put it like this, and then I'm going to toss this bad boy back to Cal. One of my favorite Nipsey Hussle quotes, and if you're a Nipsey Hussle fan out there on live, on this podcast, you know this. Nipsey said, you can look a gift horse right in the eye and not even know what you're looking at. And I can teach like 10 different courses on that.
Yeah.
Because what that says is you need to have the knowledge to know what you're looking at.
And the maturity. Because a lot, it's as it relates again to us being men, a lot of women sometimes don't even recognize what they're looking at. Their vision is distorted by a facade of what they think a man is supposed to be, versus what we are to how we were raised, right? So a woman's vision can be distorted by his past, the things that he was involved in, etc., but not actually see the longevity of who this man is to become.
Who is this? Listen, what did you say? They don't know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
When you don't know what you're doing, when you don't know what you're looking at, when you don't know what you're up against, you'll fall, you'll succumb, you'll move to anything.
Yeah.
But if you had a rubric, okay, let me base this guy based on his morals.
Yeah.
Let me talk to this guy based on his actions. Let me base this guy based on what he already has and what he's shown that he's proved the guy.
Yeah.
Let me base this guy on how he treats me. What you got to do is cultivate a rubric.
Yeah.
I know that's different for everybody, but the point is, you guys don't know what you're getting. That's why when you get a thug, you know what I mean? He a thug and you get played. Or you get a player, you don't know you got a player, so you get played.
Yeah.
Or you get a dude that doesn't care about you, and guess what? You get played. Because you don't know what you're
and I would say that too, it also comes a time where, and we're not saying in terms of what you're not seeing or what you're not visualizing, because a lot of us date potential, right? A lot of us date people to their potential, like, oh, he has the potential to do X, Y, and Z, or she has the potential to do X, Y, and Z. But going back to the point of not being able to visualize what you're seeing, first you gotta create what a man is to you, or what a good man is to you, because a good man to you might not be what a good man is to another woman, right?
Exactly.
And so therefore, the women that you may follow, the women that you may call friends, their whole visions, their visions are coming from their experiences, which are not your experiences. So therefore, you might get caught up looking at a man that is not even in your arena,
and you don't know how to move, because what you're doing is you just in the abyss.
And in the most part, sometimes you do see a lot of women dealing with men that are not even in their arena. You could look at a couple walking and just be like, he ain't even, it, like, you just couldn't, handle that situation. But moral of the story is, women and men, but we're talking about women in terms of just the phrase "bad woman want a good man." We got to get your vision together, right? We got to be able to take you to the optometrist and be able to look and see and be able to see what your eyes are seeing.
You got to be.
You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to see what your lenses are looking at, because you might think a good man is a person that has 500,000 followers, a person that, shows his money or flaunts on Instagram, or a person that has a car, or a person that has a job. But I'm just going, and I want your definition real quick too. The best definition of a man to me that I've always been taught is a man that takes care of his responsibilities. That's really simply, like, as simple as it could get. A man is predicated and judged based on how he handles his responsibilities. Period. Regardless if that's his career, regardless if that's his kids, his family.
And I'd say on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You can't be bragging about no win from a
Yeah.
week ago. You can't be bragging about your successes from yesterday.
Yeah.
You got to be a man every day. Your woman needs you to be a man every day, and you know she's going to be a handful every day. And you got to be able to handle a real woman. But this is not about us today.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I love women to death. I got more respect for women than I really do men.
Yeah.
Women have your back.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking to the women that are married. I'm not talking to the ones that have boyfriends. I'm not talking to the ones that have your back. Because in all reality, guys, they're not the ones on Instagram complaining.
Yeah.
So
they're too busy.
While we're trying to have a podcast where we teach some stuff, I'm talking to the ones that's on Instagram, that's cool with us, we're friends with you, we're trying to help you.
Yeah.
It's not about necessarily just knowing what you look at. That's just a dope Nipsey quote that I loved with. Because watch this. Here's the next component, Cal. Because I believe they know what type of man they want.
Yeah.
I believe they all want the Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
They all want the, I mean, we can go down their celebrity line. Mm-hmm. But here's the kicker. Wait for the kicker. They don't have the habits, the mindset, nor the image to get that man that they want.
Image.
Look, they want this man. That's who they, in their mind, that's who they're going to get. They waiting on that. But yet, their habits, who they are as a person, what they do, that man wouldn't even look in your direction.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
So, and you brought this up on last episode, the weed out process.
The weed out.
But okay. I would identify this as relates to the word that you said about the image, etc. If a woman is like visualizing something and then she doesn't have the what word would you use? I wouldn't say capabilities. I would
she's
say
visualizing something.
But in terms of what you just said, in terms of what we're diving into,
what she's doing is she's living in a fantasy.
Okay.
Not reality.
So you're walking into Porsche with a 560 credit score.
With a 560 credit score. She's wanting to start real estate with $5 and
I think that's as simplistic as it gets. When you walk into Porsche or you walk into these businesses that are more luxury, that are more.
I'm telling the truth. When you walk in front of a real man,
yeah, I'm gonna use. Okay,
you got to be real here. Listen.
Let's get in this back.
Let me check the live.
Let's get in this back. So I use this theory a lot. So if you're watching this, you would know in the United States, women double the ratio between women and men.
The ratio.
Right? As it relates to that ratio, you have more women handling their business, careers, stability, housing. You have more women taking care of their business
women in general
than there are men. You have more women with no kids, still the same women handling their business.
Than dudes
without kids that don't have a career, don't have a house, don't have a car, etc. So right now we're like right here. So therefore these good women that are all up in this level up here have to choose from this small pool of men.
Small amount of men.
And the small pool of men, there's about a good 50 to 100,000 of them that are here with a career, no kids, degree, a house, car, and that's just what we're talking about as it relates to responsibility.
Calvin, I love analogies, B. Listen, imagine there were 10, 20 people in this garage. Those are women. And we drinking tonight because this is a controversial topic. Men would be the exact equivalent to this bottle of Hennessy. This bottle of Hennessy would need to sufficiently provide 20 people with a drink. So who's going to drink is going to be the people that know how to get in front of this purse, know how to look right, know how to act right, know how to do the things that their man wants. Again, now I'm not saying that there's one type of woman, there's not some type of Barbie woman that you can create. But I'm speaking on the habits. Again, I'm talking to the woman that's on Instagram and all she has to say every day is negative stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to need a man. One day I'm going to get a man to reciprocate.
Yeah.
Oh, this man, dudes ain't.
Yeah.
I can't go. I don't even have the
and I think what LeBron is getting at a lot is that we need to, and I joke about this in my little group chat that I'm in all the time. Like, we can't be someone's half if we're not whole.
No doubt.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and give me a round of applause for that one.
That's real.
We can't be someone's half if we're not whole first. Right? So I think the moral of what he's saying is there's a lot of women claiming to be someone's other half or that they deserve to be someone's other half, but not whole at all. They're not whole at all.
They got a lot to work on. And here's the free game too. Because ain't nobody tell you guys to be perfect. What I said is if you got a lot to work on, then you better have a lot to work on with your man. And you better understand that he has a lot to work on too. Because that's where your class is.
Yeah.
You can't make it to the NBA and play with LeBron James until you make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
So guess what? Until you get to the NBA, you got to play with the players that are around you. Do not slander the men that you with right now. Because guess what? The future man you going to want to talk to, he going to think that's what you going to do to him.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't not cook for the sorry dude you have right now. No, you be great. Treat that man great so you can get up out of there quicker.
Let's get to that.
I'm not just slandering.
No.
I got love.
Let's get to that. In terms of the upfront expectations, if you are coming to a good man or a man that is handling his business, a man that majority of women, if they could have that opportunity to be talking to him versus who they talking to now, they take that opportunity any chance they get. The level of expectation that y'all hold on men is the same expectation that men hold on women. So, for example,
when it comes to being wifed up,
for example, we are expected when we take a woman on a date to cater to the woman, to take care of the woman, to open the door, to pay the bill, to make sure they're home safe. That is a level of set expectation, right? On the flip side of that, which is what we're talking about today, if a good man is in your face, there's a level of expectation. There can't be no half-stepping because, like my man Eminem said, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance.
No. And listen. Look. No, I love it. But no.
Hey, look,
here's the thing. All men ain't good men.
Yeah, of course, but we're not talking about them today. We talking about the good men.
We gotta help somebody out there.
Yeah, but
they ain't got good men in the house.
Right now, we talking about good men.
Okay.
We ain't talking about the bad brothers right now.
Because I can dig
that's for a different day. But let me get back to on this level of expectation.
One shot.
The woman comes to you, right?
Okay.
You invited y'all about 2 dates in, 3 dates in.
I need to drink on this one.
You about 2-3 dates in. Then it comes to a point where you invite her to the house. She gets first off, the good man that has a house or an apartment, however that may work.
Let me stop.
Right? The feedback. hey, you know, you cook whatever. I'm not cooking for you. You're not.
Michael Jordan on the iPad.
I'm not washing.
I don't cook.
I'm not washing your dishes.
I don't cook. I don't clean. But I got this. She paying for it.
So the level of expectation,
you know what I'm saying,
in terms of not expecting that up front, but knowing that that's the type of woman that appreciates the man that she's dealing with. Because if a woman is looking at a man, he's hardworking, obviously he's too busy enough to, okay, he's too busy to bro, you just threw me off.
What?
Bro.
What?
I thought that was like your camera lens.
No. This is actually a cup of Hennessy. This is a camera lens little cup. Shout out to my cup. I'm sorry.
But the level of expectation where that could be another example of when a woman that is ill-equipped meets a man that is on his.
But here's my thing, because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, ladies. I do consider myself a good man, and I have enough, I guess what I can say, confidence in myself. I don't need to worry about anybody else's opinion on that. But here's what I'll say. I have my flaws, and I think every man has their flaws. So, again, I don't think it's necessarily about bad woman or good men. Whether we do know that those exist, those are the classifications. But what I'm trying to say is you have got to go hard, even with that sorry dude you with right now. Something about him got you with him, right? And guess what? I can tell you every smart thing right now, and you still wouldn't leave him, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to get you to your man your miracle man. Yeah. But the only way you're gonna get to your miracle man is if you outgrow this guy. Yeah. Only way you outgrow this guy is keep doing all that stuff you said he don't deserve. You should do that for him. Because the more times you cook for him, the more times you pick up his drawers, the more times he come home late and you home, guess what? You're going to be like, I can't take this.
So what do you think about women that bring on the baggage of, in terms of not doing for you because of who they done it for in the past?
I mean, they setting themselves up for failure. If you guys are living in the future based on your past, and you're not using the past only to move forward in a positive, more fundamental way, what you're doing is you're running in place.
So I'm gonna give you an example that my mentor, shout out to Dr. Malone, told me.
Shout out to
in your car, ladies, because again we're talking to the ladies today. In your car, ladies, the smallest mirror in your car is where? The rear view mirrors. The biggest glass, the biggest vision is your dashboard, right? Your windshield. That is the biggest glass in your car. You will get in a car wreck paying attention to the things in your rear view mirror.
I got a drink to that.
You know what I'm saying, big dog?
Hey, hold on. I like how the rear view mirrors up here, though.
No.
These are the side mirrors.
Oh, side mirrors. Well, you get my point. You will get in the car wreck. You will get in the car wreck.
You will drown.
Continuing to identify what's behind you. There's a very small chance that you get in the car wreck paying attention to what's in front of you. Let that marinate. So what I'm saying is, when you're paying attention to what's in front of you, the good man that's in front of you, and you're forgetting or not paying attention to what's really going on behind you, so your ex, experiences, etc., it's going to be kind of hard to get in a car wreck because you're so focused on what's going on in front of you.
Okay.
You ain't veering off. You ain't looking elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Mosquitoes or whatever might come in there. But those are, little gnats, little girls trying to holler at your man, or he working late. Like, those are just little gnats.
Let's take that metaphor to the next level. Again, you cannot drive straight looking behind you.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Some of these women out here are Tesla.
Yeah.
Some of these women out here got it. For whatever reason, they ain't got to drive. They can afford to look a little bit.
Yeah.
They got it going on. Here's what I'm saying to you guys. Winners win, losers lose. This is a everyday habit. So every day that you choose to post that negative statement on Instagram over cooking, because you know you got a man in your life. Let's be real, Cal. Mm-hmm. every day that you slander another dude on Instagram when we know you going home to somebody at night,
Yeah.
instead of cooking for that man, cleaning for him, or just being that positive energy, that positive light that might help him get through whatever burden he's going through. Every time you do that, that's another day you're losing. You're going backwards instead of forward. Every day you cook, every day you clean, every day you have positive energy, every day you continue to do these, I'm telling you, you become a beast.
Yeah.
And you will no longer, you'll graduate from brother.
Yeah.
You can't be around him no more because he's not on the same level as you. But what you're doing is you're staying on that same level as bro, and it's starting to happen to you. I'm seeing it on Instagram. That's why we seeing negative posts. But watch this. Here's the kicker. We gotta understand how much we being brainwashed.
Yeah.
Because who y'all praising? Y'all singing wild. It's a great song, and we all dance to great songs. But you really gotta listen to the underlying message.
Yeah.
Listen to what Cardi B saying. Listen to what Megan Thee Stallion saying in that jam.
Yeah.
She basically saying she ain't gonna do ish. But here's the funny thing: she got a man. She just had a baby.
Yeah.
You know she treating her man good.
Yeah.
You know she doing her part. So what I'm saying is they're paid to. They don't want y'all to be successful. They want y'all to complain and think no good man exists. I'm here to tell you, if you think no good man exists, you need some of this Hennessy.
Yeah.
And you can have all of it. We don't have to feed it to nobody else.
And birds of
There's
a
good men out here.
Birds of a feather flock together. There's a lot of good men out here. And you know,
Period.
contrary to your belief, it's just like what I used to talk about when I was back in college. If you're in the classroom and you're in the business side of school, it's majority of the time the person that you sit next to is in there for the same reasons why you're in there.
No question.
So you're in there to get a business degree, so is that person. You're not gonna find your business degree in the nightclub or in the strip club or on Instagram or you know, it will happen naturally. You know what I'm saying? When's the last time you went to the library, looked at a dude looking at a book? Obviously he's interested in reading just like you are. Put yourself in a place to win. Put yourself in a position to be amongst other people that are probably in the same wavelength of thinking as you are. So you're not, if you're looking for a godly man, right? For example, you're not gonna find a god, or you shouldn't. I'm not gonna say you won't.
You ain't gonna find it. Yeah.
You shouldn't find a godly man after hours doing ungodly things. If you're looking for a basketball player, go to the gym. If you're looking for an NFL player, go to the football
Set
field.
yourself up for success.
If you're looking for a news broadcaster, go to the newsroom.
Don't post about it. Go to where he at.
Go to that arena, and I promise you, the chances of you finding a man in the arena in which you wanted to find one, you will find one. But there's no reason of then not being accountable of not finding a man if you're not putting yourself in a position to be able to be successful.
Be able to be successful.
Right? I can't complain about being broke if I'm not putting in an application every day to get a job. I can't complain.
How many analogies do they need?
Yeah, I don't know.
You cannot expect a good man if you're not doing good woman stuff.
Yeah.
Now listen, let's be real though. Let's talk about what do men want. Let's be real, so that we can try to help them out. Because maybe to them they really either they don't care about what dudes want, or maybe they just don't.
Okay,
know.
so let's.
What does a good man want?
Let me identify first because again, I'm speaking general terms. I'm not speaking about myself. In terms of a good man, right? Like I said, a good man would be one that handles all of his responsibilities, handling his business.
Can go out and hunt, essentially.
Depending on what type of breed of man your man is, would really depend on my answer that I'm about to give.
Hold on, and we got a category. Let's be real. You got ugly dude that for whatever reason, you got ugly dude.
Yeah.
You got attractive dude. He ain't got to have a lot of money and nothing, like he just attractive dude. You got celebrity dude. Mm-hmm. Okay? And then you got kind of the uppity dude who went to college, and then you got your thug.
Yeah.
You know you fall in between one of those.
Yeah. So I would tell you that
and each one of those got a different success.
Yeah, those are different breeds. You have different breeds. Now, because we're talking about good men, I'm not saying I don't know no thugs that are good men, because I do. I'm not saying I don't know any celebrity men that are bad men, because I know good men that are celebrities. I know good men that went to college. I know good men that are good ugly men or unattractive men. You know I know all the breeds.
No question.
Typically, a man is looking for somebody to support him. Now, I'm not speaking on financial purposes, women. I'm speaking in terms of encouragement. I'm speaking in terms of rubbing his head. I'm speaking in terms of letting him know it's going to be all right. I'm speaking in terms of motivating him. And especially if he's a black man. If he's a black man, he needs you to make sure that he's encouraged.
Only time we ever really get any love
not
some BLM stuff.
Not because he's insecure, not because he's yearning for attention. It's because he simply needs to know that when he comes home, he's safe in his environment. He's able to be taken care of. He's able to be vulnerable with you. Because as a black man, you cannot be vulnerable outside of your house.
No, you can't.
Right? When you come home, that is your place of vulnerability. Like, you can lay down. You can, get comfortable. You ain't got to be on your, your get tough, because you're at home. You're in the peace and comfort of your home. So, support is very important. Encouragement is very important. I am going to claim that a self-sufficient woman is important, because the type of breed that I am, I'm a type of breed of man that I am the provider. I'm the protector. So like we talked about on a couple episodes ago, it's not that I want to dominate my household. It's the fact that this is the house that I built. So therefore, I'm allowing to different, ways of opportunities for my family to thrive. That's how I was raised. I'm the provider. I'm the protector. So because of that, I'm going to need my woman to make sure she's a nurturer. She's able to take care of the house. She's able to take care of my family. She's able to take care of my moms. She's able to look out and make sure that, baby, you go out there and hunt. I'm going to go out here and cook the food that you bring into the house. You know what I'm saying? So those are just a couple of
and listen, guys,
go-tos.
What he's giving you is really, you can even see it in his face. It's what men want. I'm not Steve Harvey by any means. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is, if you want to be successful and get a good man, you have to know what he wants. Watch this. Think about what all the bad men wanted that treated you bad. What did they want?
Yeah.
What did they get? And then what did they do? So what does the man want? Again, that's what you got to focus on. And then you got to know, what type of woman do I need to be in order to achieve that type of man? You guys got to realize nothing in life is achieved or gained without first knowing how to do it, and then secondly doing it. You can't want a good man and not plan out exactly the steps that you need to take in order to be that woman first, in order to meet that man and things to go well. So again, I'm preaching on, what are you doing? Because again, I'm not on Instagram talking about women ain't ish.
Yeah.
I'm not on Instagram talking about I need a woman. One, I don't need a woman. And I don't have to be married. I can live for the rest of my life without it. And I want a woman. I want a child. God knows this. But I will not fall victim to living and marrying something that's not good for me.
And before we get off topic on what a man needs or wants, I'll give you another gem that my mentor told me, but he's very successful, right? So if this ain't your breed of men that you're looking for, don't listen to it.
Correct.
But this man,
what breed you want?
Is if you're looking to be or date with a successful man, this is a man that got a couple $100,000, or not even $100,000. Just, he's very successful. You could tell
he doesn't need no help.
He has promise. He
don't need no help.
He don't need no help. You and me and Yasmin talked about this before, but you either gonna want his presence
or his time. That's that
or
time.
his presence. So while dating a successful man, you either gonna want presence, meaning actual gifts, being flown out, as y'all would say, or flew out. Birkin bags, if you could really actually afford them things. Nice shoes, shopping sprees. You either getting those presents or you're getting his presence, meaning he's at the crib all the time. He's texting you all the time. He's wanting to hang out all the time. A man that has money doesn't have a lot of presence. A man that has a lot of presence doesn't have a lot of time. Or no, doesn't have a lot of money.
No. You said it right.
Yeah.
Listen.
A man that's successful doesn't have a lot of time. A man that has a lot of time doesn't have a lot of money. So whichever man you may want, because you may want a guy.
What do you want? What do you want?
You may want a man that is giving you his time, that is giving you dates, that is cooking, that is doing things that normally a man that's getting money is just not gonna do. Because a man that's getting money is coming home after hours. A man that's getting money can't attend every basketball game, can't attend every football game, right? So what type of man do you want? And again, going back to that, go into the arena. If you know that you want a man that is making it, doing his thing, but he has a lot of time, then find that man. If you want a man that doesn't have a lot of time, but has a lot of money, then find that man.
And here's my thing. Because you got to realize, and I know we don't like to classifying people seems wrong, but here's what I need you guys to listen to. That man is going to classify you as a woman. When he meets you, he's going to be like, she either somebody that's potentially girlfriend and the wifey type, or shorty, a gold digger and she just want Birkin bags and stuff.
Yeah.
And guess what? Here's the thing that I'm trying to give y'all as my only gem today on this podcast. Your habits, your actions, what you post on Instagram, how you move in the club, how you talk to your man right now, how you treat the dude you with right now dictates how that future man is going to classify you.
Yeah.
Your future man might see you with the man you with right now. So guess what? Wouldn't you rather be treating that sorry dude well and the dude like, if she treating him like that, I know she going to show me love.
Yeah.
No, but what you want to do is you want to mush him all out in public. Yeah, he's sorry. We all see he's sorry. He paid $30 to get in.
Yeah.
He's sorry, all right? But the only way you going to shine is if you take that and you breed it into something. Then you get noticed.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how else to give it to you. I can give you the whole Cal, good man, I'm a good man boy. You know what I mean? Your man, sorry boy. But at the end of the day, you dictate what you're going to get. And if you don't have what you want, guess whose problem it is?
It is. Yeah.
And if you can't relate to that, I'm going to need y'all to just hop off the cast because y'all ain't here for the right reason.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, for me, I felt like I feel like that I think what we've talked about is informative, of course, because, again, we're giving you a perspective on just how men are. Because, again, y'all are going to be visualizing, of course, whoever may think they know us or do know us. Who are them? Who are they to say whatever? Then, again, this wasn't for you, and you're not mature enough to actually just hear perspective, right? Because I listen to BS all the time, but it gives me a different perspective on how I'm looking at it, or how I could have thought, or how I could have, whatever. So you may not look at us and say, oh, well, I'm going to take their opinion to heart. You don't need to. But I promise you, we're not going to steer you in the wrong direction. Give it free game. Correct. That's all it is. I'm not going to steer you in the wrong direction.
And it ain't about calling women bad. It's not about acting like, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Y'all got somebody to lay up with.
Yeah, we just knew that was a controversial topic that would get you to tune in to let you know that we just trying to bring our free game.
I'm really trying to change y'all. Because if you still complaining, if you really still are, that void isn't filled, if you really still feel empty, if you really still out here like, I need you guys to become a part of the 1% club. That's the club that does not complain. That's the club that gets what they want. That's the club that understands what you have to do in order to get what you want and what you need. Otherwise, don't complain. Yeah. Be grateful is what I'm saying. If that's who you got, please stop slandering them.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're that very thing that's dragging that man down the same way cops is killing dudes. You killing them in a different way. And I don't want to go off into that, but that's what you're doing. He's coming to you for whatever, Lord knows what he's not telling you. But what you're doing is he know he talked to you, but then he see a post on Instagram and say, niggas ain't, you know what I'm saying? He like, you know that's hurting them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is before you can grow up and glow up and become that Oscar nominee, you gotta be an Oscar nominee.
Yeah.
So work on you, and then you'll get exactly what it is you deserve.
Cool. And I mean, you have another.
Yeah, let me see where we at on top. What they talking about in the chat.
Yeah, I
because
mean,
this is me and Kyle sided, and we are men sided, and obviously it's probably not a bunch of, you know what I mean? It's probably is some dudes. Shout out to the fellas that's out there listening to this, and they can take something from this too.
I know one was just asking, or one was talking about how, like, just with bad women or bad men or whatever, like, just leave them or something like that. But like I said, I mean,
listen, let me talk to the fellas real quick, because here's another deal. Here's another deal. You got to be able to handle a woman. Now, ladies, I got your back on this one, and this is probably what they saying. This is probably what they saying out there, Cal. They saying y'all are being hypocrites because at the beginning of the episode you said it ain't a lot of Hennessy.
Yeah.
But you still want me to be this stellar woman.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. You just want to stay lazy. What you want to do is stay at home and you want to sleep. You want to have your cake and you want to eat it too. What I'm trying to get you to realize is this is the reality. In order for that to be what's going to see you, you got to raise your stakes.
Yeah.
We can't focus on the shortage. All we got to focus on is how do we get to the Hennessy?
Yeah.
How do we get to the good man?
Yeah.
That's where I think we need our women to get.
Yeah.
That way they can raise their level. And in turn, I believe it's going to make men raise their level.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if a man can't get it, Lord knows, men will change.
Yeah, for sure.
Men will change.
Yeah, they're going to do what they got to do.
They got to do what they got to do for
yeah,
that
and I mean, I would just say this because, you know, and I drink a lot of alcohol, that's why I'm... But I would say that, you know, a lot... Hey, a lot, I would just say, bro, in a short way, a lot of men, for the most part, we meet how do you say this shit, bro? We meet turbulence with turbulence. So when we see a good woman, the objective of that man is to do what he can to do what he got to do to put himself in a position
to win,
to get that woman. Period. We're gonna do that. I mean,
and here's the thing. Here's the other thing. Again, and we don't have to go far into it, but we want to be clear. What is a good woman, Ron?
Yeah.
In the post, you said bad woman wanting good men.
Yeah.
Bad women is the bad habits. No good man is going to respect you slandering men on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you can't agree with that, log out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one. No good man is going to respect you if the only pose you got on Instagram is the
hip boy.
I'm trying to give y'all reality, not fantasy tonight.
Only fan.
No good man is going to respect you if when you come over the house, cooking one damn meal is a problem. The man ain't asked you to sit here and put in 5 days a week on a stipend. He said, "Look, can you cook?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Again, and we.
I like how you separate no good man.
And we could be speaking on our own experiences. Yeah. I know men. I talk to men. So this is everything that we've listened. Yeah. No good man is gonna want to be with a woman that is not good herself. So what I'm trying to get you guys to realize is you gotta be good. You gotta be the one that make him turn good.
Yeah.
You gotta be the reason.
Yeah.
And that's the type of woman that I want to be around. I want to be around a problem solver.
Yeah.
I want to be around a woman that don't focus on her negatives and shortcomings.
Yeah.
She's living life and she can live it perfectly fine without a man.
Yeah.
Those are the ones who pop up on a good man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all. All she wrote.
What he's speaking is the truth because in terms of just like what you talking about Instagram, with women with like say it's not a problem with you, you know, like kind of like we was talking about with Forex. These women that are always on trips and all, like if you cool with that lifestyle, to be cool with that.
But
you don't, just like how y'all talk about us dating other women, we got to degrade our black women. You don't have to degrade men because you're not like just because the men that y'all are or whoever y'all decide to deal with, trips, etc. You don't have to degrade all men just because of your life experiences on what you're dealing with at that time, or whatever you choose to deal with at that time, right? So if you appreciate getting flown out and you appreciate the trips to Jamaica and all this stuff, that's cool. Because moral of the story is, we didn't see you. What were you doing 2-3 years ago?
Look, and I ain't even gonna get emotional. I'm not even gonna get emotional. Listen, if you want to get flued out, get flued out. That's your goal. You're successful. Success is when you are constantly achieving your goal. You're successful. But don't get flued out and then complain about the flew out. Or complain about the dude that flew you out. Because guess what he thinking? You just wanted to get flued out.
Yeah.
Your actions said it. Your post said it. Your demeanor said it. You said it.
The majority of the time, that is really all it is. And that's fine. But again, this topic is not for you, because we're not talking about the women that are enjoying getting trips.
That's why that energy you put out is so big.
But it's like these are the things that, like he's saying, a good man is not going to find or respect a woman that handles or treats herself in that way. Period.
And let's touch on the flued out boy, because I think this is a topic that y'all can relate to. Because a lot of women in general, they like, look, I've been in San Antonio all day. If I want to go somewhere, I want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
That's okay with me. If he got the money to fly me out, I'm gonna fly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly. But let's be
I'ma
real.
fly.
If we being honest, getting flued out with a dude you barely know, or you know is flying you out for one reason, is equivalent to let's say doing a line of coke.
Yeah.
You know you're not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
You know this ain't really the way to be successful, but you do it anyway. Let me tell you something. When you do it, guess what? Do you want a cokehead?
No.
Do you want somebody that gets flued out by other dudes?
Of course not. Well, and again, I'm not. As it relates to good men, if I'm meeting a woman that is in that lane, I'm not even. That's not what I want.
You shouldn't even have flued in your vocabulary. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to give you that classification.
Yeah.
Flued out.
He flew you out.
Again, and I really want to make this beneficial.
Yeah.
Because I love women to death. And shout out to the women out here that don't slander men on Instagram.
Yeah.
And shout out to the ones out there who
running the race,
that are looking for a good man, and they really
just
genuinely don't put out negative energy.
Yeah.
What I want to tell y'all is you got to keep going hard.
Yeah.
Just continue to smile.
Yeah.
Men are attracted to positive energy. It is sexy when you got a shorty that got a good personality. I'm sorry, it is sexy when a shorty can be enlightened and be fun to be around, and be enjoyable and be focused on solutions, not negative energy. So shout out to the ladies out there that's not slandering dudes and still trying to figure out, Cal, how we get a good man?
Yeah.
You gotta keep being a good woman.
Keep doing you,
keep
boo.
cleaning. They say you buy a pair of shoes, he gonna walk out your life. No.
He said
keep buying a pair of shoes. Cause I promise you, I know Cal very well. I don't stay in his business much no more, but if a shorty buy him a pair of shoes, he gonna be like, yeah, she bought me a pair of shoes. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I kinda like her. It ain't no way you going wrong with buying your man the shoes, but yet again, y'all use that as, no, we ain't never gonna do that.
Yeah, true.
That's $90. Yeah. Again, you gotta know, you gotta think. I'm trying to give him game, Cal.
Yeah, give him game.
$90 could get you a man. Real, the PS5 is a little bit more.
And then this is the thing, in terms of game, let me give you some game.
That PS5.
Let me give you some game.
I'm dead.
When dealing with men and women, I learned a long time ago, a small investment could actually give you a huge reward.
Small investment.
So you may think buying shoes is making you look bad, but because you bought those shoes, he flew you out.
Oh yeah.
He took you to vacation. He got you some Christmas gifts, and you just spent $90 on the brother.
And watch this.
So you low key done flipped your investment. So just free game. Not always look at buying shoes or doing for a man as tricking or he ain't my man, because it might actually last you time, and it might actually put you in a place where your reward is going to be bigger than what you invested. Period.
No doubt. And if you got a man at the crib that just really ain't the dude you want to be with, Or maybe he got potential, Cal.
Yeah.
Maybe you would have do, but right now, it's just a bad relationship. It's not a good deal. What I'm telling y'all ladies is you gotta wake up tomorrow and set new goals. You gotta change who it is that you are. You gotta jump out of your comfort zone. You gotta get back into your bad boss B mentality. For real. I was talking to my cousin this weekend, Courtney. Shout out to Courtney. You know my cousin Courtney. She got her birthday coming up, and she said, "Man, no, look, I'm not regular. Yeah. I'm gonna boss up on my birthday." And no disrespect, but she's a doctor.
Yeah.
So it speaks to her mentality.
Yeah.
Y'all need to boss up. Stop having low standards. If you need to be single for 6 months or a year, if you need to stop going out with your girlfriends who ain't got nothing going for them, guess what? That 6 months, that small investment, when Morris Chestnut walked through the door, suited and booted, and he hit you with the, "Oh, you've been waiting," it'll all be worth it.
Yeah.
So again, if you don't want to wait, if you can't be consistent enough, if you can't do what you know you're supposed to do, then guess what? Deal with what you're dealing with and stop slandering. The same way we fighting for Black Lives Matter out here is the same way I'm going to fight for it when I see people slandering men, black men on this Instagram. Stop doing it, because what you're doing you only asking for it right back in return. See, talk to him.
Man, so I said enough, bro.
Same.
I said enough. So hopefully, again, what we talked about is a general senses of our experiences, our free game, to the topic bad women or ill-equipped women wanting good men.
Ill-equipped.
Ill-equipped is what we're talking about.
We'll have another episode. And look, Kyle told me at the jump, he said the feedback was, well, what about bad men? Listen.
This ain't that time that we're men.
We're men. We can't speak from a female perspective.
Yeah, and there's a lot of female perspective podcasts out there that do this all the time where they discuss about men. What we was trying to do is give a healthy perspective, hopefully not being judged while giving it, because obviously we could get on here and talk about how good we are, right? But that ain't gonna give us never mind. So we just trying to have this opportunity to be able to give an honest and just perspective on what we thought we could help, giving our women, in their pursuits of finding good men.
Listen, man. Shout out to the good ones out there.
Yeah, you out there.
Shout out to the women that are holding your man down for real, because there are some good women. So in retrospect, shout out to women in general. It just grow. I mean, I love this free game podcast, guys. All we want to do is keep giving y'all topics that we think are fun, that we think we need to have. Let's be real. Who else is having this conversation? Because listen, the only thing I heard in that WAP song, Cal, let's just be real, bro. I would never let my daughter listen to that song, bro. That's one of the, and I know men got bad songs too, but this new era, and we gotta get used to it. We gotta get used to this new Megan Thee Stallion Barbie woman.
But see, hold on, let me before we go, y'all aren't Megan.
Right,
y'all aren't Cardi.
You're not.
Y'all aren't these women that can choose or pick of the litter. We're not Drake. That's why men like Drake, because Drake say things that we wish we could say. Right?
You gotta be able to compete. You gotta be able to compete on your level to go to the next one.
I know you.
Hey Cal, you ever knew the dude that should have went to the NBA? Yeah. That he beat everybody at the neighborhood park.
But I want you to recognize who you are.
You got to.
And don't think that you are them, because you're not. Right? We are talking about normal people living a normal life, trying to seek a good man and what a good man is seeking. That's it.
Learn
that's it, bro. Just be who you are. Don't live in this fantasy. Oh, I got this way. Stop it. Stop.
I'm saying there's a formula.
And it's immature of you to think that is reality.
There is a formula. In closing, shout out to bro. We got a little faded tonight.
Yeah, because I'm over here.
But in closing, there is a formula to getting a good man. If you don't think it exists, go holla at the ones with one. If you want to be a millionaire, Calvin, who you gonna hang out with? Yeah. Alright? If you trying to sell houses, who you gonna hang out with?
Real estate.
You wanna do a podcast, who you gonna call?
Boy.
If y'all want a good man, all right, I suggest you go holler at a good woman and learn from her. All right, this your boy DJ Original.
Okay, Cal.
Y'all can learn something from us, but we'll see y'all next time.
All right, man. Be out.